So, yeah, hello. My name is Bubzia. I will run Ocarina of Time today blindfolded, which is a bit different than visual, but you will see in a second. I want to put out a few words before I start running. Ocarina of Time is a very, very, very punishing run in blindfolded, so if I make mistakes, I will lose quite a big chunk of time, so just keep that in mind. I might need to repeat a few sections here and there. Before I start running, I will have my two commentators with me, Lake and Thunder. They will commentate the entire run, and they are awesome visual runners. And I cannot hear them. That's the main thing that I want to say. My headphones are configured like in a way that I can only hear the game audio, no donation reader, no commentary whatsoever. So I'm here in my little black box. And I will just start running very soon. Before I start, there was an incentive about which blindfold I should wear, and
the white cat.
The white cat. All right. It's this lovely blindfold here. It's very cute. Thank you for choosing that. I like it a lot. So I'm just gonna put my blindfold on, and I'll do a little countdown from like 10, and then the run will start. And commentators, take it away. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
All right.
So.
Thanks, Bubzia.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Cool. So, let's just take a second to introduce ourselves, I guess. I'm Lake. I run the visual version of this category, currently second place in it, and I have with me Thunder.
Yeah, I'm Thunder. I've done a lot of commentary before, nothing like this before, but yeah, I'm also a visual runner in the category, and I'm currently 5th place, trying to eventually get world record, similar to Lake here.
A quick question, can tech make my headphones a bit louder? I need to quickly repeat this.
There are a lot of audio cues in this run, so it's definitely important for Bubzia to have good audio and hear the game.
Okay, I forgot also to press it. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, take 2, here we go. So yeah, this is defeat Ganon. Basically, the end goal is to beat the final boss, Ganon. That's pretty much it. There's no other real restrictions aside from no Ace or no SRN, which are just very powerful glitches that are banned in a lot of categories. So, if you're familiar with the visual route of this category, it's gonna look pretty similar as like a general overview, but there'll be a few things that we do specifically differently. To kind of get around some of the harder tricks that are like borderline impossible for someone who's blindfolded. So Thunder, if you want to talk about how Bubzia is actually navigating around here.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Bubzia do a lot of like normalized movement. So side hopping, side rolling, back walking, all are really quick ways to set up good positions for him. So we're going to see a lot of those different types of movement. The reason we use certain types of movement, it's a little different. Like for visual running, we do it a lot for speed, but I think for this run, it's going to be a lot more for positioning. But like, for example, back walking is really fast across like long distances. We do a lot of back walking, and side hopping is quick too, but used in different circumstances. So we're going to see a lot of side hopping, side rolling like that right there. And Bubzia is now going back into the crawl space after getting the sword.
Yeah, just to reiterate on that point, these are like especially useful for blindfolding and visual alike, because like a side hop will always take you exactly the same amount of distance every single time, and a side roll, if you use it to turn your angle, for example, will always give you the exact same angle. And OOT is very good for blindfolded runs in that sense. Not so much in the sense like Bubzia was mentioning about how punishing some tricks are. So yeah, this route's gonna get around a lot of those. You can see we're making our way to the Lost Woods here first, and that's because we want to get out of Kokiri Forest. as fast as possible. Normally you'd have to beat the Deku Tree to get the guard to move aside, but we can do a little trick in the Lost Woods here.
Yeah, so Bubzia is going to do a trick called Navi Dive here, which is actually a type of cutscene dive, and it's a combination of slashing the sword and jump slashing immediately after. So he's setting up to get the right position here, so this looks pretty good to get on the ledge here. And then after jump slashing and then slashing, he's going to activate Navi right after, and that's going to cause Link to sink to the bottom of the water, and he's going to be able to swim through the hole to get to Zora's River.
Very nice. So in the Zora's River here, you're gonna get a lot of rupees actually in the river here. You're gonna need some money for things we're gonna buy later to help us with tricks in the run. So this movement through the river seems very scary blindfolded to me. It's very, very negligible in a visual run, but this water basically carries you the whole way, and he's gonna do a trick here. There's a red rupee that's like invisible in the water, directed to his right here. So he's gonna do a little setup here to jump behind this part and get the red rupee here. That's good.
Nice. Yeah, this.
And that red
yeah,
rupee's
to me,
120.
this entire run is pretty scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's as Lake said, that's a 20 right there, that red rupee. So that's pretty important.
Cool. So now we're in Hyrule Field, and you may think that we're going to Kakariko Village if you've seen runs of this game before, but we're not. So the like crux of this run is getting a bottle, and that's the thing we want to do to basically do the big trick at the end of the run. And there's a few bottles in this game. There's 4 main bottles. There's the bottle in Kakariko from collecting Cuccos. There's the one you get as an adult from collecting Big Toes, which is super slow. And there's the one in Zora's, or Lake Hylia, sorry, with Ruda's letter in it. And then, what is the other bottle? I don't know, it's not important. And then there's another bottle that we usually get in the visual run, which is from a big, important trick called Gim. It's very complicated, and that's one of the ones that's like borderline impossible for blindfolded. And Cuccos have a lot of RNG to them, and that would also be a nightmare blindfolded. So instead, we're going to opt to get this bottle in Lake Hylia. And to do that, we need to be able to dive down to get it, which we can't do with Link's like default diving meter. So we're gonna have to do fishing to get the gold scale to be able to dive down to this this bottle here. And so Bubzia is basically just gonna make his way over to the fishing pond here.
Yeah,
using a bunch of normalized movement and stuff.
It's kind of funny how fishing ends up being like the most preferred option for blindfold, you know? Because we don't want to get the silver scale, because in order to do that, so basically I should first say that, yeah, Link's default like diving meter starts at 3 seconds, and so the silver scale gives you 6 seconds to dive, and the gold scale gives you 9 seconds to dive. And so the silver scale, in order to get that, we'd have to go to Zora's domain and do the diving minigame. And the rupees that they throw in the water can pretty much go anywhere. So that's pretty difficult for RNG purposes. So a lot of this run is avoiding things that are going to be too RNG heavy and going for things that we have normalized setups for the blindfolded run. So yeah, gonna get the gold scale here from the fishing pond. And in order to do that, we need to do a little glitch. So first, Bubzia needs to catch a fish that will beat the current pond record, and then it's a little interesting, but he's gonna go back in the water and hold target while swimming towards the fisherman. He's not doing it yet; he still needs to catch the fish. And then if he keeps holding target while talking to the fisherman will give him the gold scale. So it's an interesting trick, but it yields what we need to get the bottle.
Yeah, just to clarify, the gold scale is normally the adult reward for fishing,
Right.
and a piece of heart is what you normally get for child fishing. And on the topic of fishing, yeah, fishing is kind of complete RNG. The fish can kind of decide to buzz off and just not decide to grab the fishing line, and there's no audio cue for whether that happens or not. So Bubsy is just gonna have to keep trying until he gets it, and hope for the best here. Worst case scenario, the fish like ultimately swims away, and he doesn't even go back to the same position that he was in before, and in that case he would have to reload the area. But fish is on the line. While the fish is on the line here, I don't remember the exact number of frames. Well, that can happen.
That's
Every 200-300 frames, there's like a 5% chance, I think, of the fish just letting go. So it's nothing Bubzia did wrong there. It's just complete RNG. He's just gonna get another position here.
So do we have time for some donations?
Yeah. Now that we've covered fishing, there's plenty of time while Bubzia just tries to get a fish.
Well, we've got a $100 donation. Let's keep it quiet a tiny little bit. From Smurgled Werewolf. Yes, let's go. I'm very hyped for this Ocarina of Time blindfolded run. Let's see that Door of Time skip. And we actually got another $100 donation by Rubbish. It's Rub. Shh. Watch your steps, Bubzia, towards the OOT Door of Time skip incentive. And come on, guys, let's get more OOT content. Let's go. Do we have some
I do want to
time,
interject one thing real quick. Every time he reloads the area, it does cost 20 rupees to replay the fishing minigame. So if he has to do this one more time, that would be his last time. Before some extreme scuffed backups would have to come into play, but hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, that's all I want to say. You can do more donations. We're just catching a fish.
We will always hope for the best, right? So we got
yeah, of course.
So we got a $10 donation by Onsen, ONNSN, #StarGuru. Hyped every time to see Bubzia on the big screen. We'll donate an additional $10 if Bubzia hits his collapse skip first try, and I challenge others to do the same. Let's get this Door of Time skip showcase. And another $25 donation by Zed, saying blindfolded runs are always a treat. Putting this towards the Door of Time skip. Please make it happen.
Let's see if this fish is gonna be nice.
Yeah, on the first try, you saw that the fish kind of immediately swam back, but on the other times he was kind of circling around the hook. And Bubzia's got to play this really back and forth game about do I call it off? Did the fish all swim away, or is he still there trying to bite? Got to figure out when to call it and just cast again.
Yeah, it's really remarkable to think about the thought process of Bubzia right now and a blindfolded runner, and there's a lot more that may go through their head than visual runners. It's very different, but Bubzia is doing all he can right now to just try and catch a fish.
So we got a $20 donation about that by username Niels, saying, okay, all that blindfolded stuff, that's pretty impressive. You're pretty good, but how's your Tetris? And just a reminder, the Ocarina of Time door skip incentive is still open. Please, let's get it met. We need $1,600 left for it. Let's go, guys.
What is this guy doing?
It's trolling you.
It's true, it's true. Yeah, the fish don't seem to be catching today.
He knows he's on marathon. Fishing.
I wonder if there would be a way to make the diving minigame feasible for a blindfolded runner.
I'm pretty sure it's been looked into. Oh, but it's on the line.
On the line.
Just gotta hope it stays on the line until it gets all the way to Link here. Which, Ideally, in like a visual run, you want to have your fishing line come like all the way back to Link and it catch right near Link, so you can instantly pull it to you. Not really a feasible way to do that. It blindfolded, so since it caught pretty far out, it's got a long ways to go to reel in. But
Close.
come on. Come on.
It's so close.
There we
Yeah.
go. Okay.
Let's go.
We got a fish. We got a fish.
Happened. So now he's gonna do the trick that I was talking about before, where he needs to go back in the water and hold target and talk to the fisherman.
Yep, so as long as he keeps holding target all the way to the fisherman, he'll get a gold scale instead of a heart piece here.
There we
Very
go.
nice.
A very nice looking item.
So all that work, all that pain and misery. So now we can dive down in Lake Hylia to get ourselves a bottle. And getting it is pretty trivial. For Bubzia, he's just going to get in the water here and just count the number of swims until he needs to dive, basically. I don't
Quite a few swims too. Isn't it like 42 and a half? I don't remember.
I don't remember what it is either, but yeah, it's a chunky number of swims for sure.
Some time for donations, maybe?
Yeah, he'll head over to Zora's Domain after this. You can do like 1 or 2.
All right, so now that we're in Zora's Domain, we need to just collect a few things. We're gonna get a couple nut drops from the Deku nuts.
What?
From a pot, as well as a stick and a few rupees that we're gonna need for later.
So Bubzia lost his position here. He meant to get up onto the like higher elevation part, but I think he like missed the side hop or something. He's got to renormalize himself, get himself into a corner that he knows, and then find how to get back from there. Which I can't imagine having as many like backup corners as you need to be able to do this, but yeah, so there's all these pots. They have some money, some nuts and sticks, like Thunder said. Hopefully you'll be able to find them. It's hard to know, like, what is going on in Bubzia's head and what he's looking for.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I was talking about before. It's so interesting to. It's hard to know. You kind of have to be a blindfold runner, I feel like, to know what all the backups are and what the strategy is when you don't know where you are in the game. It's a really like perplexing kind of notion.
I guess we have time for some donations while Bubzia tries to figure out where he is.
Yes. We got a $25 donation by Cesar Tricks saying that fish is the worst. And let's keep getting them donations in for more Ocarina of Time content, namely the Door of Time skip. Time for one more?
Sure.
Yeah, pretty much until he finds these pots.
Alright.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Did he do it?
Unless it is good. Who knows? Probably not good. Because talking to that kind of messes up Link's angle, and he can't really target because the door is there. Oh, this is so whack. Now he's in the middle of Zora's Domain with no walls.
Yeah.
I might be in a very bad spot here, just saying.
Might be. Yeah, this is the hard part about blindfolded runs. If something goes wrong, it's really, really hard to find your way back to where you need to be.
I have faith. He's done such a good job so far. I persisted with the fish, and he's gonna find a way here.
Okay, it's I think not
Really
a sign.
Zora.
Or
And there's kind of a lot he has to do in Zora's domain, because he has to
Yeah.
empty the bottle. So he has to talk to King Zora to empty the bottle, and then actually catch a fish, a different kind of fish than the one before.
Still with some RNG, but not nearly as much.
Yeah, it's not going to be as difficult as, well, hopefully it's not going to be as difficult as the fish we had to catch with the gold scale.
I will note, if he manages to find his way into the shop, there's a shop like right behind him. He has good setups for stuff from the shop, so if he manages to get into that loading zone, then he should be good.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, it's like right next to him, so ideally.
Oh, he's close.
so basically, I either need to find the shop, or we kind of have to run all the way again back here.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to run back here. It's like pretty easy and consistent to run back here. Obviously, it'd just be a long walk, but that would mean we have more time for donations. So.
Alrighty, we got a $25 donation by Zephyr saying, "Hi ESA team, ESA Winter 2023 is starting tomorrow and I am eager to see what's going to happen and what record is going to be broken. There are a lot of great games on the lineup, starting off with Evil Land Any Percent, a game I quite like to watch, and ending with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country, a game that I adore. I wish all the teams good luck and a lot of fun during the next few days. / This message was written by an AI."
I want to note that he is like going over this water and the land part a few times, so that's kind of how he knows like the general like area that he's in. And I mean, he's targeting something. I think he said he thought it was a sign earlier, so I think it's the sign near the shop. But yeah, he can hear the water and the land and like the different noises that it makes when Link steps over it. So that's giving him a general idea to like not walk too far away.
Oh. Okay.
Something good happened.
Oh, please.
Come on.
So sorry.
I think I lost it
Yeah,
again.
there's not really much to say. Not really much to say while he tries to find this position.
Yeah, you can go
I
with
have
more
some
donations.
donations. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So we got a $25 donation by Fox and Chicken saying, "ESA! Good love speedruns charity good!"
Oh, come on, dude.
Come on. I really want to know where he thinks he is.
Yeah, that would be an insight. Unfortunately, we don't have. Oh, well, he just felt the water and then the land again, so I think that's good. Oh, please.
Oh. There was something. Oh, okay.
You heard the mat. He heard the mat.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
Which direction?
Like,
Which
2
direction?
frames off the.
He was pixels
for
away
the-
from the
yeah.
loading zone.
Oh boy.
Come on!
Yeah!
Let's go.
Backups.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, from here, he has good setups to find this pot with the blue rupee that's 5 each. He should know that he's at 20 rupees right now, and he needs to get more rupees than he would normally get there. So he's gonna have to reload the area by going back into the shop a few times. And then there's a stick in this pot. Uh-oh. Not again, Bubzia.
Oh no. Wait, why did you jump?
Oh no.
Not again. We were doing so good.
Okay, I think everyone appreciates how
Wait,
insanely difficult this is.
Yeah, so this camera, when you're holding target coming out of water, the camera can turn to the side like that if you're like backing up out of it. So that's why that happened.
wait, why did my camera change? That's...
Yeah, he's definitely in a tough spot right here.
Man, after we just found the shop. Man.
I know. I thought the shop was gonna be really good.
So I think he's trying to get back to where he just was. Maybe
He's got to know he's near the waterfall, right? He can hear that.
can't hear the waterfall. He's swimming down right, so maybe you would think that he's going back to the shallow part.
Okay, I know what I did wrong.
Okay.
Just how do I fix it is the question.
Is he performing high-level calculations in his head?
Yeah.
Okay, I know where the camera is facing. That's good. I should go
I wonder how.
down, down right, and then the shop will be upwards. The camera should face like that. So if I go like down left, there should be land, and now up should be the shop somewhere.
Ooh.
Okay, not quite. But yeah.
Kind of back to where we were before. If
So
he
up is the
saves, this
shop,
would be
yeah.
incredible. He'll find it.
Just a little farther right than he thinks he is.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I got a donation.
Yeah, go for it.
We got a $25 donation by Rob T-Burn saying, here's to another amazing ESA winter event. Let's go!
One thing he has to be really careful about is side hopping next to the Zora. If he stay to side hop next to the Zora, it'll kind of ruin his angle because it'll untarget him and face him towards the Zora. We'll be back in the same position he was at shortly before.
Those fish you can see swimming around to the right are the ones we need to catch in the bottle for later.
Yeah. If you have more donations, you can go ahead and read more. We'll find his way back to the shop.
And we got a $50 donation by Anonymous, which is going straight to the Door of Time Skip Showcase. Yes! Oh my god. Okay.
Oh boy.
Let's get it done.
Cool. So, found his way back. Get the rupee. Get the nut. Back into the shop. So yeah, he's gonna reload this area to get more rupees, and I think he's good on nuts, but he might get more nuts. More nuts. He might honestly be getting nuts just for the positioning of everything. I don't think he needs any more nuts for the run, but just as a way to get back into the shop since he like knows where he is after this nut.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh. Okay.
I think that's probably the last time he'll enter the shop, right? Ideally.
I believe he needs one more
okay.
reviews.
Yeah, so this is just kind of a
We got the
full
stick.
process here. Get items and rupees.
Okay, no, that's the last one. He's done, I guess.
Almost roll off the
Making sure he's in the wall. The jump slash. And side off all the way up to King Zori here. And there's this. It's weep time. So we need to empty this bottle, like Thunder was mentioning earlier, to get a fish in it. He's not quite close enough, so he's gonna take out the letter. It's an interesting read.
Yep, he just needs to move forward a little closer. I think that'll work, yeah.
Cool. Alright, and now we just have a cutscene where King Zora is going to scoot out of the way. I believe it's like 25 times, 25 scoots, so enjoy. We have time for donations while he does this.
All right, perfect. So we got a $20 anonymous donation. And I would like to remind you guys, please, let's make the door skip. Wait. Okay, I lost focus for a tiny little bit. Please, let's get that door skip done. Wait.
Yeah, I think it's a 30 or 31 second cutscene. Pretty long considering what it's just a scoot. Several scoots, I suppose.
Yeah, many scoots. Alright, so now we gotta catch that fish that Thunder pointed out earlier. He's gonna do a setup to get into the general area of the fish, but the fish swim around in kind of a random pattern. There's a lot of them, so as long as he's in a good spot for it, it shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully one of them can get into his bottle.
Oh wow, that was
Very
really
nice.
quick.
Very nice.
Where's my Wii? 1 second.
He's gotta reset the console to bring him back to Link's house in Kukuri Forest.
My Wii usually is
Star
like
Trek,
under
honestly.
my monitor, so I kind of had to figure out where it is here in the setup.
Yeah, we're just doing what's called a save warp, because if you do this outside of a dungeon, it's gonna put as Child Link, it puts you back in Link's house. So that's kind of where Bubzia needs to be in order to finish the run. Go from here.
Yeah, so from here we're heading off to Deku Tree. After a short shopping spree, we're gonna buy a Deku shield and I believe an extra Deku stick. For some tricks later. So he has 46 rupees and there's an extra 5 behind the shop that he might need. Is he buying a stick? Or
I think he might be getting sticks from the.
Oh yeah, I get sticks from
Bobbas.
the whole way.
Yeah.
Of course. He's good. Alright. So making his way over to Mido. Mido requires you to have a sword and a shield to get past him. So just talk to him and he lets you past. Begrudgingly, as it may be. And he's just gonna collect a few Deku sticks for stuff later from killing these Babas in the hallway here. And then there's a cutscene of Deku Tree talking. So it's a good time for donations while he just makes his way over to Deku Tree.
All right. I actually have a question.
Oh.
Like, I love Ocarina of Time, like, from the bottom of my heart, but how did anyone come up with, let's do this blindfolded?
Well, I mean, I feel like blindfolding is in like a lot of other runs, right? So it's like a natural extension of, well, this game's hard.
Yeah,
How about
true.
we take out one of our senses? Make
Yeah.
it harder. This run is pretty wild to do blindfolded, though. All the stuff in Deku Tree here is probably the hardest part of the run, as far as like a lot of other stuff was RNG so far, and that was just like hope it goes well. This is really hard. So he's gonna do a trick called Quick Put Away here. He's gonna do a very precise setup to get into a position near this Deku Baba on the right here, and he's going to try to put away his stick at the same frame, or 2 frames before the Baba hits him. And doing that will put Link in a state where the next time you put away your stick, it'll put away instantly. That on its own doesn't do a whole lot. They didn't get it there. It's really, 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 really hard to do this blindfolded because there's no audio cue for if you're on the right frame or not. He's trying to pause over and over again to get to the right frame, but there's not really a good audio cue to make sure that you are on the right frame, or that you even pause for 1 frame at all instead of like 2. So he just kind of has to hope for the best here. Luckily, there's a good audio cue for whether you get it or not, whether the stick gets put away or not. There's a frame blade here again. So put away the stick. He's gonna make his way back into the Deku Tree. But basically, the end goal here is that with that quick put away glitch activated, if you do another glitch called broken stick, where if you jump slash and your stick breaks mid-air, it will actually keep the stick in Link's hand usable, but broken. The combination of those two glitches together gives you a very special property where if you crouch stab something, it'll have a whole bunch of like junky garbage values associated with it. One of those values is actually Din's Fire. So when you crouch stab this web, it burns. So now he's going to find his way back to this ladder here and get into a position next to this Dekababa again for a different glitch called a Mega Side Hop. It's basically just using the damage from this Dekababa with a side hop to recoil really far back. This skips all of the basement one part of the run. He still has this quick put away crouch stab glitch activated, so he can burn this web again. And now he just has to do scrubs, which are not too hard, I think. Blindfolded. Just gonna get an angle here, take them on one at a time.
How much have they have?
It's important what health Bubzia is at here, because he wants to actually be at half a heart, which he is at. But the reason that's important is he's going to want to die on the same frame that he kills Goba. We'll explain why once we get there. For now, Bubzia needs to make his way over to the second scrub. He's not on the right scrub here. Yeah, kill these guys in order of 2, 3, 1. That's just like the casual mechanic. He's currently on 1 right now.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully none of these nuts hit behind his shield, because that will kill him.
This one might. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, we gotta be careful here.
As long as he doesn't go like all the way up to the door.
Right. Yeah.
As long as like even horizontally to these guys, it should be.
Is the third scrub loaded? Like,
Okay,
is the third scrub shooting at all?
Nah, the third scrub's too far away.
Right,
The camera's locked, so the third scrub isn't even awake right now. Excuse me. I think what may be happening here is Bubzia has a different camera angle than he might think he has. So he like did a number of side hops and he's facing not quite the right way.
Where's this guy?
I gotta wonder again where Bubzia thinks he is.
Yeah. Oh.
He found grass.
That could be good?
If he knows where that grass is, yeah.
At least he's around the right scrub now.
He should hear that there's a scrub from his left and a scrub from his right.
Yeah.
Should tell him something about where he is.
He should be somewhere here. Which is very scary because they can still hit you sometimes through the shield, so I want to be careful, kinda.
Yeah, Bubzia is aware of the dangers of moving too far up. I wonder how much you can actually tell from the audio here.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about.
I guess if we're gonna be here for a while, we have time for 2 donations if you have them. Just trying to find the scrub.
Well, we've got a $10 donation by Race Pro UK that says, wait. And this is going towards the Door of Time Skip Showcase. Let's keep them coming in, you guys.
Oh,
There we go. That's
okay.
good.
So he hit a scrub, and it was the right one, which I was a little worried that he would have hit a scrub and it wasn't the right one. So
Yeah.
he's pretty much got it in the bag now.
There we go.
Good.
That's
What?
2, 3, 1 right there.
He just has to find the scrub. Okay.
Went back, but
So luckily the other scrub stays stunned. He just has to hit this and then get it. So he can retry this as many times as he likes, pretty much.
yeah, this shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Where did this guy go? That guy went far.
Yeah, he did. There we go. Nice.
Great. Alright, so Thunder, if you want to explain what we're going to be doing in Goma's room.
Yeah, so we need to do a trick called double KO. So it's not really, I don't know if it's really a trick, it kind of is, but basically we need to kill Goma and die at the same time, which could sound pretty hard, but it's, I mean, certainly in the visual run, it's not very difficult, but yeah, so basically we want to store damage from a Deku Stick Jump Slash, and when we do a crouch stab the next time, it will do that damage. So that stored damage carries over to the crouch stab. So we're gonna basically do that twice to Goma, and then do a jump slash into her, and that should complete the double KO.
No! Oh god. Why did the second one didn't not connect?
Yeah, he didn't quite wait long enough for that second stab, and Goma was still in invincibility frames.
I need to die here.
So yeah. If Bubzia is going to die here, then that just means we'll have to make our way back down to Goma. He's going to have to get back down to half a heart, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. Some little eggs are going to spawn here, he just has to run into one of them, or Goma.
Yeah, the eggs will hatch and do that.
Incredible. So getting back to Goma's room shouldn't be too big of a deal. He can do this Mega Side Hop once again, which he has a pretty good setup for. I'm unsure what he thinks about doing for his health. There's some Dekubabas on where he's gonna land from this, so I assume that's what he's gonna use for damage here.
Yeah. He'll take a heart from the fall. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, getting hit a few times kind of offset his position a little bit, so he's just gonna find his way back into the hole.
But where's the... Oh no, the camera changed, right?
It's a little, yeah, that's a little scary because it untargeted him automatically.
Yeah, usually when the camera's rotating, that's a bad thing in a blindfold run.
He grabbed the vines.
I quickly redo it.
Oh. Alright.
Well, this will just put him back up to the top of Deku Tree.
Yeah,
so
it's
do
not
that
a big
again.
deal.
So, I'm gonna first damage myself.
Yeah, smart idea, because he has a good setup to do the Mega Side Hop from the ladder to his left there. Yeah, even still, you can just exit. Smart. So he's at 1.5 hearts right now, and the damage from falling down to the basement will put him at a half heart, so...
It's awesome how consistent he is at the
Yeah.
Mega Side Hop. Like, that's a trick that is so cool, and it's not easy to. It's like,
Nothing
I think
trivial.
yeah, it's takes practice to do visually, and yeah, you need audio cues and visual cues, but Bubzia doesn't need the visual cues. Just need to
This
get
camera's a little awkward right now.
that might be better though.
Oh, come on, where's the door?
So close, you can taste it.
So
Don't
you
give
can't
up now.
you can't open doors if you're too far to the on the corner of it. So he was He was just on the corner of the door there, and he couldn't open it. Okay,
Nice.
found it.
That's great.
Alright, so same thing. You will try to crouch tab, throw another nut to stun lock Goma, crouch tab, and then jump slash again for double KO.
Just need some cool nerves here.
Why does the second hit not hit?
Yeah, again, it's
Too early.
yeah,
What?
too early. Goma has invincibility frames after getting stunned. I've lost visual runs to doing that plenty of times.
Oh yeah. that- yeah, it's tough when you're trying to go as fast as possible, but the game just doesn't work like that.
Sometimes it's you gotta go slow to go fast.
Yeah, sometimes.
The good news is, now that we've done that once, I think Bubzia has a pretty good idea about how to get him back to Goma's room without much trouble.
Did I make a mistake? No.
He didn't want to save there because he does need a fair amount of Deku Nuts
Right.
to complete the run, so if he has to reload again, he might opt to reset the console.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Still needs to damage down. That's what he's trying to do right now. Don't know if he knows which Baba he's on though.
Yeah, it's.
I think
yeah,
he's just gonna kill him, yeah.
Okay.
He's just gonna die, that's fine.
I'm a bit worried about my Dekunat count. I don't know if it saves through the deaths. I think so, and that might be a problem later, but I think I should still be fine.
He has plenty of Deku Nuts at the moment.
Yeah, he's definitely fine.
I guess he pushed me down.
Just gonna try to die here again. Up the Skulltula. You have to backflip into it. At least I think that's what he's gonna go for.
Maybe he's trying to climb back up.
Maybe.
Not sure what the plan is here. He's found a Baba that's gonna kill him. There we go.
That works.
Okay, just trying to come up with a setup that easily is able to damage me here consistently. This is like not supposed to happen. Try to target this guy.
Okay, so he's taking enough damage, he's gotta find his way back out of the Deku Tree.
Nice.
Okay, so from here, it should be all setups that he's familiar with. Getting back down, the Mega Side Op, and then to Goma's room.
Are you kidding? Oh my god.
I shouldn't have said that he was.
Yeah, we did mention it's not a trivial trick at all. The timing on that Mega Side Up is fairly tight. I think it's 2-3 frames.
You got this, Bubzia. You're amazing. Let's go.
Yes, go, go, go.
He really is amazing. Like, I mean,
Yeah, this is very impressive.
even getting this far in the game, I mean, I feel like most visual runners would struggle just getting to like the sword crawl space blindfolded.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like he's got a good idea about how to damage himself down now. It's very impressive to me how he can come up with some of these backups on the spot, blindfolded. You gotta have a very good idea about the layout of the room and what takes you where.
Yeah, definitely. Nice.
Good Mega. one there.
Gotta be careful not to collect any hearts here.
Yeah.
Water.
But he's sticking to the very edges, so we're safe on that.
Good stuff. Gotta find the door
So
now.
he knows he's in this corner. He did 2 backflips. Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah.
Well done. Alright.
Try it
Big
again.
3.
Just needs to be a little bit more patient on that second crouch stab, and he should be good.
Yep.
I have no idea why it didn't work before, by the way, so I hope this works finally.
It's very unfortunate that he doesn't know, because it's a very
Right.
simple fix.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Got it.
Yes, Bubzia!
So I need 4 Deku Nuts. If I don't have 4 Deku Nuts right now, it's bad.
Funny. I think he is like 12. Or 10. I think he used a few extra on Akuma. Either way, he has plenty.
Now is the big one, the big trick.
Yep, so here's wrong warp. So while he's making his way back down to Goma's room,
slingshot.
it's
Oh my
important
god.
that we... Oh. Okay, he's good. Is he? Oh yeah, so... forgot a part of the route. We have to go get Slingshot now. Slingshot is
Right.
for a trick later that we'll explain when it comes up. For now, he's just gonna get Slingshot. While he's doing that, I'm gonna explain what the point of dying in Goma's room was. So we wanted to reload Goma's room because there's that big like stone slab that closes behind you when you enter Goma's room, and reloading it, so dying and coming back, gets it out of the way. And the reason that's important is because we're going to be doing a trick called Wrong Warp. It's a very, very famous trick in Speedrun. And basically what it is we're going to essentially trick the game into playing the cutscene that happens when you take the blue warp out of Deku Tree, and it gives you like the emerald and places you back in front of the Deku Tree. So we're going to play that at the same time as entering Deku basement through the door to the boss room. If you do that on the same frame, it more or less just combines the values and takes you somewhere else completely different. In this case,
Angle
it'll take us
change there
to
slightly.
it'll take us to the collapse sequence at the very end of the game. So that's the end goal here. Well, while we're going to get Slingshot, Slingshot will be for a trick afterwards.
So Goma is generally the first boss in the game, right? Is that how you get to the final boss?
Yes, yeah, Goma's the first boss, and there's a link straight from the first boss to the final boss.
I love it.
It's very, very elegant. There's a lot of things in this game that make you feel sometimes that it's like intentionally planned for speedrunning.
Is this the right?
Hopefully he knows that he's in the Slingshot room. Okay, surely he knows now. The vines are dropping down. Oh, the Slingshot acquired.
Yeah.
So we're actually gonna get the Slingshot to fire any Slingshot bullets. The reason we want a Slingshot at all is for a first-person item, an item that takes you into first-person mode and aiming and stuff. That is required for a trick after the wrong. So now we just gotta get back down to Goma's room, and I believe they'll just come out here and reset up on that ladder to do another mega setup. We should have time for a quick donation.
Yeah.
Always get back down here.
Alright, awesome. Well guys, let's keep them donations coming in. Let's get more Ocarina of Time content with the door skip. Let's do it!
Yes, we need that door time skip.
Definitely. And I would like to remind everyone that every donation can help help caregivers and reduce the final cost of supporting loved ones with Alzheimer's. Is that okay? That he picked up?
Yes,
on that?
he's fine to have health now. It's actually maybe even better that he has health, just to be safe. there's a possibility that he takes damage later. If that happens, that would be bad. So health is fine. It's completely irrelevant to the run now.
Good.
So yeah, he's gonna do a setup here. We're gonna do a trick called Ocarina items by dropping this fish. This is why we need the fish in the first place, and then picking it back up. So we have a bottle with something in it in Link's hands. If you press the bottle and then something that you can hold, like a sword or a stick, in midair, it'll play that item that you pressed second as an ocarina. And if you do that on the very edge of this blue warp, you can actually cancel the ocarina items after this warp is done with this first animation, and you get you regain control of Link. And with those two Deku throws there, that's just for timing to make sure that he gets to this door on exactly the right frame while the blue orb is active. And that looked good to me.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's wrong word.
Awesome.
So now here's Collapse Skip. This is a brand new trick that was found, like, I don't know, several months ago. Changed the route completely for visual and blindfolded runners. Is to find a corner. While he's finding this corner, I'll explain what's going to happen. Oh, unless Bubzia has something to say.
This is tough because if he doesn't know where he is and can't do the trick, then I'm not sure what the move is, because if you save and reset, he'll be put in a different area of the castle.
Yeah, save warping is not really an option here.
So after I backflip, there should be the carpet on the floor if I'm in the corner. I did hop to the right to get in the corner, but Link, well, did not. The only thing I can think of is that I didn't turn around and then jump to the right, which is scary because if I hit these rocks on the floor, the Wii will crash with a very loud sound. So just audio warning quickly.
Yeah, this room is really scary to run around in.
So I will try to go left, I guess.
Left would be a good option.
Yeah, he did just fail to turn around, I believe. Those were scary side hops, I imagine.
There's the carpet.
If he was facing the other direction,
Right.
he would have ran straight into one of those rocks and he would have crashed. So, he needs to get in this corner. This corner that he's in is good, he just needs to turn around.
Perhaps.
Oops.
Nice.
Cool.
Good.
Oh my god.
Okay, so he heard the carpet, so he should know that he's in a good position. I think he's just verifying a few times to make sure. Alright, so now he's going for the setup. So, this trick revolves around something called a triple slash clip. When you slash 3 times with Link's sword, on the third slash, you'll take a giant step back. If you interrupt that giant step back with pulling out a first-person item or with Navi, you can do all that distance in one frame. And so we're going to use that distance that he gains in that one frame to clip out of bounds through this little pillar here. This trick is very awkward. It's a very awkward version of the triple slash clip because you have to change the direction that you're facing mid-trick.
Okay.
So he's facing left initially here, so that he actually hits the pillar. He has to do these sword slashes on particular frames to make sure that he's still in the correct position, because if you slash late, it could mess up your position and your angle. So he's waiting for these sword recoil frames while pause buffering to make sure that he hits them on the right frames.
Okay.
So there's the recoil. He needs another slash here. Or no, he needs to hold up for one frame to change his direction. Right there. Boom. And then this third slash will be the big one. And now he's doing this big third slash. And then at the very end of it, he's looking for one of 2 frames. He needs to target and, well, anywhere between these 2 inputs, he needs to target and then pull out this slingshot.
Okay. Perhaps. No, what?
Ooh.
I missed a frame somewhere.
So, luckily, it's not that hard to reset this trick up. Just gotta get in this corner again, and everything is the same from here.
Yeah, definitely another trick that is not easy to do visually, and
Yeah, it's not easy to visually alone.
yeah,
And then you're blindfolded on top of it.
yeah.
Okay, so first slash.
Ooh, that was
This
super late.
recoil frame. Yeah, he felt that he
I-
pause buffered
What
late
should
there.
I do? I'll just not go for it.
So let's get in the corner and set it up again. Not too big a deal. He does need to not have the sword out though.
We just got a massive donation. Is it okay if I read this, or do we?
Yeah,
need
go for it, go
quiet?
for it. He's just setting this trick up again.
Okay. So we got no cheering, please, for the blindfolded run, but a $1,000 donation. Yes, just phantom cheer. Just wave to the camera. Just phantom cheer. Yes. Yeah. This is going towards the Door of Time skip showcase, so we only need $500 more of those. So let's go.
Get it in, guys, get it in.
This is by Red Wolf Networks saying ESA
Oh, that was
time
good.
again. You know what that means. More speedruns, more nonsense, and more random donations that are entirely unplanned and completely at the whim of two small children. Let's get the donations rolling. Yes! Let's wave to the camera. Just, yeah!
Okay, so this won't work.
Yeah, 2 frames.
He pause buffered 2 frames of up, and that offsets his angle by like 10 or something. This is a super precise angle needed, but it won't work. He's also way past the frame he needed for this. I don't think he heard the audio cue for the sword hitting the wall.
I busted.
It's really hard for him to know whether he's pause buffering a frame and he just failed the trick, or if he's just failing to advance a frame at all.
Right.
I think I.
There's no audio difference between the two.
Yeah.
Oh,
And as he failed the trick now, so he's setting it up again.
yeah. He was walking towards the rocks for a second there.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Oh, he didn't target the pillar.
Uh-oh.
It's a little scary.
Yeah.
I think he should be okay. Like, he's just gonna fail the trick, but
Right.
the scary thing is him not knowing where he is afterwards and having a possibility of hitting one of these rocks.
That's just not gonna happen.
Should know. Sorry?
That's just not gonna happen. He's not gonna hit any rocks. Just
Yeah, he's not gonna hit rocks. That won't happen. I would never.
What?
So yeah, he's not hitting the recoil, so he knows he's not in the right position. He knows his angle, though.
Also, would the game actually crash if he runs into someone?
Oh,
on the rock?
in here, no, actually, the game would.
Yeah.
The game crashes on one of these rocks if Zelda is on the same screen, which is later during the clap sequence. It would still be bad because
Right, he'd lose the shield.
he loses shield. Does he need shield for anything? I don't know. I don't think so, actually.
That's actually a good question, because he's not doing ISG at Ganon, so...
Yeah, I think it would actually be fine. It wouldn't be bad at all.
What?
Oh no, it would be bad because Ganon Phase 2 would be very difficult the way he does it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so he definitely needs shield.
can you even beat Ganon as a child?
Yes, you can.
Huh.
We will explain the means once we are there. Yeah, I was listening for this first recoil frame.
Come
There
on.
it is. We slash again. Waiting for this another recoil frame to hold up. Okay, he just needs to pause buffer 1 frame of up here.
It might be late.
Did a few more.
Which is tough, because there's no audio cue.
Yeah,
there.
he just has to
Instead of
trust.
the up frame.
He just has to trust that he pause buffers a frame.
And that was 2 or 3, I think.
It was 2, yeah. It was 2.
Yeah.
So even if he gets this last part, it will not work, unfortunately.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I heard the recoil frame early there.
By the way, I don't know how my time looks right now. If I'm getting too close to overestimate, you can feel free to cut me off somehow. And I don't know, just tap me on the shoulder or something.
Wait.
He is close to the end.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If he gets this trick. I mean, it would be...
After this trick, it's like 4 or 5
my
minutes of run. That should be fine.
We just got a $500 donation by Solid Parallel.
Yo,
That is going
Nice.
towards the Door of Time Skip Showcase.
silent cheers, silent cheers.
I paused super early, this will take a year.
Okay, cool. So we found the first recoil frame. Flash again. Waiting for another recoil frame.
Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, he heard multiple frames of recoil there.
His angle
Is he-
is a little interesting here.
It's a difficult trick.
Blake, do you want to talk a little bit about like what we used to have to do? I guess I don't know what they used to do in the blindfolded run, but
I think they used to do void warp in the blind. Or no, did they used to do void warp or
Mhm.
just walk down?
I am not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I was told I should do the incentive now rather, so I'll quickly take my blindfold off and go to the location.
All right, let's go cheer! Let's cheer! Oh my god, we met the incentive! Let's go! Oh, so happy! Yes!
Yeah, sorry that you can see it's hard.
You couldn't see.
Especially Zora's Domain was kind of backup city today, but that's how blindfolded running is sometimes. At least you could see that. And yeah, the blindfolded incentive that we have is Door of Time Skip, which is basically a also very precise trick in Ocarina of Time that I'll quickly run to, and I can explain it in while I go there. So if you've played this game casually, you are young Link, and you can go to adult Link in this game. Spoilers. And for that, you need to beat 3 dungeons usually. And you can skip that, of course, doing these dungeons. So you can literally clip through the Door of Time with one of 2 setups. There are multiple setups found by now. And I'm gonna attempt and blindfold it. It's one of the setups is a 2-frame window. The other one is a 1-frame window. Oh god, I didn't know the owl is here. Favorite guy of all time. Yeah, he always talked to me when I was a child.
Yeah, he's a hoot.
Boo.
I think you mean hoot.
So, this is the Temple of Time. You can go to Adult Link here. And we're gonna do a skip. I will first try the original method once. If it fails, I will try the new method. And the commentators, if you... Oh, there's a cutscene. You can commentate, I guess, if you can help me out here.
For sure.
Cool. So, how Door of Time Skip works is there's a very small crack on the left side of this door here. You can kind of see it. There's like a gap there on the side of the door. If we do something called a backwards side hop, which is during a backwards roll, there's one frame where you can input backflip inputs, and it'll actually do a side hop with backwards momentum. Doing that in that quarter will be enough to push him through that gap, and then he has to jump slash to get back inbounds. So he's got an angle here. And here's the backwards roll. It's kind of hard to see Link with this camera, but
Wait, what?
yeah, there's I think is he doing some buffering?
I'm not sure. I've seen it before. We're about to find out.
So there's one frame to do the actual side hop input, and then there's 2 frames where he can jump slash back in.
Aye!
Oh, he almost got it.
Little
3
late.
frames too late.
So if you fail, you just void out and you put it back at the beginning. So I'm just gonna reset this up.
So the second method, I will try once.
Okay, so here's the second method. Still using the scap with a fairly new trick called lunge storage. If you do a lunge, which is like a forward stab attack from Link, and if that stab causes you to fall off a ledge, it'll actually store the forwards momentum from that lunge for the next sword attack that you do. So he needs to do what's called an ESS turn here, which is holding ESS for exactly 1 frame, and he did it. There you go.
That's it.
So jump slashing there, the lunge storage is enough.
Let's go!
Very well done.
So yeah, that was Blindfolded Door of Time skip with the new method, lunge storage. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Blindfolded is hard. I think we saw that. And sorry that I couldn't finish the run. It is definitely a very cool speedrun if it works out all first try, but a very punishing one, unfortunately. So this time it didn't work out. Nothing to be done about that. But yeah, thank you for watching and have a nice ESA still.
Bubzia, Lake Thunder, thank you all for the Ocarina of Time content, and thanks everyone for all the donations and making this skip happen.